Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Adana Kaisara binti Razaini. My role is the presenter, recorder, and the editor.
Hi, my name is Siti Nurshahira binti Osman, and my role is the presenter.
Hi, my name is Dina Khadija binti Muhammad Zahni Hisham, and my role is presenter.
Hi, my name is Ma'abel Khair Babakir Muhammad. I am experimenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Adana. Today we're going to present our experiment about buoyancy. Buoyancy is also known as the science of sinking and floating. First, what is buoyancy? Buoyancy is an upward force that water or any fluid applies to an object. This force pushes the object up. If the force is stronger than the object's weight, it will float. If not, the object will sink. Our main goal of our experiment is to test with different objects to see whether they will sink or float. We also want to learn how shape, weight, and density affect the buoyancy. Now, let's have a look on our experiment.
Archimedes' principle states that any object submerged in a fluid experiences an upward buoyant force equal to the weight of the fluid it displaces. To test this experiment, the first one we need materials. So we use a bottle of water, a solid object such as wooden block and a metal load. Next is a measuring container, which we use beaker. So for the procedure, first we measure the weight of each object by using a weighing scales. Then submerge both objects in water one at a time. So the wooden block will float, indicating that the buoyant force is greater than its weight, while the metal load will sink, showing that its weight is greater than the buoyant force acting on it. So use the beaker to collect and measure the volume of water displaced by each object. For the result, the buoyant force acting on each object is equal to the weight of the water displaced by that object. As for wooden block, it floats because the buoyant force balances its weight, while for the metal load, it sinks because its weight is greater than the buoyant force. As a conclusion, this experiment confirms Archimedes' principle by demonstrating that the buoyant force is equal to the weight of the displaced fluid, and that this force determines whether an object floats or sinks.
So I'll be concluding our experiment on buoyancy. So in conclusion, this experiment has showed us that how buoyancy works in real life. So in our experiment, we tested buoyancy by using two different objects with the same mass, which is building blocks and slotted weight. So even though these two have the same weight, only the building block floated. So why does this happen? So this happens because of the density and the shape of the object. So wooden blocks has larger surface area and it is less dense than water, so this is why it floats, whereas slotted weight is much smaller and more dense than water, so this is why it sank. So from this, we learned that it's not just about the weight, it's not just about how heavy the thing is, but it is also about how it interacts with water and how much space it takes. So that's all from me and my group. Thank you.